They don't hate you. They hate what you refuse to tolerate. The moment you raise your standards, you lose fake friends. They're not angry at you. They're uncomfortable with your growth. People don't hate you for no reason. They hate you because you changed the dynamic. You stopped over-explaining, stopped over-giving, stopped over-apologizing. You set boundaries, and suddenly, you're different. Colder, arrogant, selfish. No, you just became unavailable for manipulation. When you were easy to access, they were comfortable. When you always said yes, they were relaxed. When you tolerated disrespect, they benefited. Now you say no. Now you walk away. Now you don't chase. That shift creates tension, because your growth forces others to confront their mediocrity. And most people don't like mirrors. When you improve your body, the undisciplined feel exposed. When you control your emotions, the reactive feel threatened. When you raise your standards, the lazy feel judged. Even if you say nothing, your existence becomes pressure, and pressure reveals insecurity. Here's the truth. When you stop seeking validation, you remove leverage. People can't control you with approval anymore. They can't manipulate you with silence. They can't guilt-trip you into staying small. That loss of control feels like rejection to them, so they label you. Too serious, too intense, too distant. But what changed? You stopped reacting emotionally. You stopped explaining every move. You stopped trying to be liked by everyone. That makes people uncomfortable, because most social systems run on unspoken weakness, mutual complaining, mutual insecurity, mutual stagnation. When you break that pattern, you disrupt the system. You train harder. You think deeper. You talk less. You don't gossip. You don't beg for inclusion. You don't tolerate disrespect. That's power. But power isolates, not because it pushes people away, but because it filters them out. Weak energy cannot sit comfortably next to discipline. It feels judged, even when you never judge out loud. Your silence speaks. Your self-control speaks. Your boundaries speak. And insecure people hear criticism in your growth. This is the part most men struggle with. You want to be strong, but you also want to be liked. Those two rarely coexist at high levels. Leadership attracts resistance. Growth attracts envy. Standards attract friction. If nobody is uncomfortable around you, you are probably not evolving. Understand this clearly. Not everyone is meant to come with you. Some people were assigned to your lower level, and when you ascend, the connection dissolves. That's not cruelty. That's alignment. Your job is not to manage their emotions. Your job is to protect your direction. You will be misunderstood. You will be talked about. You will be called arrogant for having boundaries. Good. Let them speak. Noise does not stop momentum. Only insecurity does. If you shrink to make others comfortable, you betray yourself. And self-betrayal is the deepest weakness. So hold your line. Stay disciplined. Stay quiet. Stay focused. You don't need applause. You don't need group approval. You need alignment with your standards. And that will cost you people. Accept the cost. Because the alternative is staying average to protect fragile egos. People don't hate you because you're wrong. They hate you because you're no longer accessible to their expectations. You stopped being easy. You stopped being predictable. You stopped being controllable. That's powerful. And power always creates friction. Let them misunderstand. Let them resent. Let them distance themselves. You are not here to be digestible. You are here to evolve. If your growth makes them uncomfortable, don't shrink. Rise higher.